I think that if I should bring a perspective into many of the conflicts, I think one of the most important elements for me is synthesis. Psychosynthesis helps me not to get too attached to one of the polarities. When there are conflicts in the world, it's so easy to become attached to one of the polarities. It can be, Israel, Palestine, that you are drawn to take the perspective of only one of them. But this, it's almost like a pledge to see things from a bit above and to understand the polarities involved in conflict and try to find, a more detached and a loving place without being caught up in the whole game of perpetrator and victim and oppressed and oppressor. And of course, without losing the perspective of justice, because that's also a very important perspective to have on it. But I think psychosynthesis have this will to synthesis, which is a pledge to try to synthesize or find solution that brings the needs of all the conflicts, all the conflicting partners into a harmonious whole. And I know that's a big task, and but I think just to have that perspective, not to be too attached to any polarities. And this is also something that goes on within ourselves. It's just as relevant that we are not taking sides from the first point, when we have conflicting elements in ourselves, also to be able to disidentify. The disidentification is in some way the first step in order for us to get a more clear perspective of what is going on.